Hi, today we're gonna work on any perspective drawings that's already out there that's been done. That way we can see more clear samples and we learn from that, and then how what we learn can be applied to design something like those. One of the examples that I found was Ben-Hur. This is the movie that I grew up with when I was little. But there are a few things that I wanted to remind you before we start. If you look at the original design, if we put that 2-point perspective design into 1-point perspective, these circle, the corner parts that's connecting into the middle, and our designs are much more rounder, but theirs are very straight, just tiny bit rounder on the corner and then straight and then go like that. And the designs became much more thinner. It's not wide this way. Actually, it's much more thinner. Their design is. And also, the thickness of this do not really apply much based on the proportion. So these are narrower than other letters. But since we learned such way, we're going to apply the way that we did to the Ben-Hur design that's out there. Okay? So a lot of things that's going to be a little bit different, but basic idea is same. Since they created this texture, we want to apply that kind of texture also. That's what it's showing here, the structure that's cracking around the letters. And another things that you need to notice when you look at the actual sample, when they connect it to the vanishing lines, it's outside of the paper. But we try to make everything inside of the paper, so that's why we are using the wider angle. Okay, all right, so please keep that in your mind before you try this. Okay, all right, so it's going to be a little bit different, but the basic idea is same. So I prepare some lines to save time. So we have, I separated into 5 sections. If you saw the previous design, how to do B or other letters, then you started separated into 5 sections. I already found the middle part, so I can start reducing it proportionally. So let's go to the B. So B needs 3 columns. So here's the parts that I'm going to connect that to here. And then one C hits the bottom straight up, and that's the second column. And again, connect this one and this one. Once you connect, that's straight up. That's the third column. And then give a little gap, because you need a letter to have a little breathing space next to it. And then you start over. But just since you are starting over, do not be too minded of what you saw. Just start creating something a little bit thicker than that, and then from there you just continue the same pattern. So our E will be a little bit wider than the original, okay? Because it uses 2 boxes, but instead we're going to be using 3 boxes, just like what we did other design. Again, there's a little gap. Right, slightly narrower than that one, and create a thickness just a little bit slightly narrow again, and find the middle parts, top and top, connect. So that's going to be letter N, right? And one more, that's going to be like last column. All right, now, so I'm going to start with N. Here's the center part. Right, so all I have to do is just connect this one, connect that, connect here, 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 and then there's N. Okay, and E, all you have to do is just finish connecting these lines, the parts that I separated into 5 sections. So that's the 3rd row, 4th, and 5th. So this will be my E. Okay, I'm not going to draw them yet, but you already can see it. So I'm going to finish on her, Ben-Hur, and then I'm going to start doing it because it's going to be more convenient doing the front ones and then do the back one. So let's go to the bottom. Again, we already found the middle. So we're going to connect this and straight up and connecting the corners and straight up. All right, so that's going to be my H, and give a little gap. And we are trying to do U. So a little bit thinner than that one. Right, and top and here. So again, we're going to create 3 columns. So this will be not showing later, okay? And here to here, you connect. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and last letter is, I'm going to make it a little bit thinner. And let's see, a little bit thinner than that. Connect the corner. I'm in the middle. And 3rd column. Okay, and now we connect this one. 1st row, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Okay, now I'm ready to draw the H more clearly. Should go all the way up. Right. And U. Okay, that's going to be the top. Right. So these I don't need, and the bottom will go round, okay, round, around, and this will be R. Right, a little tilted. So looks like I made it a little tilted. So 1st row, 2nd row, here we're going to be having this roundness here, here, and then if you connect this, it's going to be R. Okay, bottom, right, and now this will be connected to here, the 1st vanishing point, vanishing point. So that's going to be the parts that's going to be blocking the letter B, E, N, Ben-Hur. So here we already have some marked already, so all you have to do is follow that. Around there, the mid there, the middle, then it's going like this behind it. Okay, and here's the right, and there's a B. Good, and E. Already there's a corners established, so all you have to do is just use that. Start there, corner here, and corner up there, and here's the roundness that goes there, and Let's see if I forget anything. Once it is there, then you can start shading a little bit to make sure that once you put the shade, you're more confident that you did everything correctly or not. Since your texture will create all those broken block shape, you don't have to worry about making it too accurate this time. Remember, I usually block the letters with the ruler like this, right? And then I shade it. But this time, I'm not going to be too much concerned about that, because when you create a texture of the brick, broken parts, things like that, you don't have to worry too much about that. So what I want to know is, do I have all the parts correctly applied? And okay, here's the inside of U, and here's the O. So now what I need is this. In original Ben-Hur's design, these are all blocked by other images. There are people on the ladder. There are some structures in the Ben-Hur movie that's in the structures that you're not going to see all those corners. There are people standing on it, and there's a huge sculpture, and there's a building connected to these letters. Okay, good. Actually, there's a crossing part. It's there. I forgot to do that. The vanishing point. Vanishing point. Okay, so that's how you design Ben-Hur in two-point perspective. Again, the how we design are slightly different from the original, because we follow our own system. Basically, the fonts they used and ours are different fonts. We've done it in the way that I instructed throughout these two-point perspective. How do you make the proportion with the graph paper and grid system? Okay, all right.